Here you go, Ada. The final radar beacon. I'll need that head back when you're done.
Of course. Shouldn't take but a moment. There you go. Still in one piece. I'm not sure why you want the head back. All we needed was its radar beacon. Besides, robo-brains are notorious for being, well, a real pain in the neck.
What else do you know?
Quite simply, it's the first time General Atomics produced a successful union between organic matter and robotics. The brain is used both as a control unit and a data storage unit, which is far more efficient than using standard circuits. Unfortunately, there were a lot of programming issues with these robots, which caused them to be a bit, shall we say, unhinged. Hopefully, this particular robo-brain will have some of the answers that we've been seeking.
A union of organic matter and robotics? Sounds an awful lot like a synth.
Not at all. The robo-brain was built with a very different design philosophy in mind. General Atomics' intent was to use the human brain to augment the robot's functions, primarily to accelerate the decision-making process. Free thought and individuality was never intended. These were expressly built like soldiers, to follow orders without question. The robo-brain's unfortunate tendency towards violence and aggression should be considered more of a malfunction than a calculated decision.
Now that you have the final radar beacon, will it be enough to track down the Mechanist's location?
I certainly hope so. I've already started the calculations while we've been having this conversation. That still doesn't explain why you need that head back.
We still need it, Ada. I believe it can help us access the Mechanist's facility.
Of course. It makes perfect sense that the Mechanist would not only keep its location a closely guarded secret, but would secure it against intrusion as well. I'm terribly sorry. I hadn't considered that possibility at all. I'm afraid when it comes to assisting humans, I'm not doing very well lately.
Why would you say something like that?
Isn't it obvious? Ever since I let my friends die in that caravan, I feel like I've been failing in my duties. I chose the route we took the day we were attacked. Perhaps if I had selected an alternate route, they'd still be alive. Sometimes I wish that Jackson had programmed me with my personality mode set permanently to disabled.
Your personality defines you as an individual. Never let that go.
You're right. All of the good memories I've experienced being Ada would be lost if my personality mode was shut down. I can't afford to lose them. I really think I needed to hear that from someone else. Thank you. Now I've distracted you for long enough. I'll finish up my calculations while you deal with our new friend, Jezebel. Hopefully, she'll be able to grant us access to the Mechanist's facility and we can put an end to this nonsense once and for all. Thank you. Now I've just doesn't intended. The answer.
What else? Here you go, Ada. The final radar beacon. I'll need that head back when you're done.
Of course. Shouldn't take but a moment. There you go. Still in one piece. I'm not sure why you want the head back. All we needed was its radar beacon. Besides, robo-brains are notorious for being, well, a real pain in the neck.
What else do you know?
Quite simply, it's the first time General Atomics produced a successful union between organic matter and robotics. The brain is used both as a control unit and a data storage unit, which is far more efficient than using standard circuits. Unfortunately, there were a lot of programming issues with these robots, which caused them to be a bit, shall we say, unhinged. Hopefully, this particular robo-brain will have some of the answers that we've been seeking.
A union of organic matter and robotics? Sounds an awful lot like a synth.
Not at all. The robo-brain was built with a very different design philosophy in mind. General Atomics' intent was to use the human brain to augment the robot's functions, primarily to accelerate the decision-making process. Free thought and individuality was never intended. These were expressly built like soldiers, to follow orders without question. The robo-brain's unfortunate tendency towards violence and aggression should be considered more of a malfunction than a calculated decision.
Now that you have the final radar beacon, will it be enough to track down the Mechanist's location?
I certainly hope so. I've already started the calculations while we've been having this conversation. That still doesn't explain why you need that head back.
We still need it, Ada. I believe it can help us access the Mechanist's facility.
Of course, it makes perfect sense that the Mechanist would not only keep its location a closely guarded secret, but would secure it against intrusion as well. I'm terribly sorry. I hadn't considered that possibility at all. I'm afraid when it comes to assisting humans, I'm not doing very well lately.
Why would you say something like that?
Isn't it obvious? Ever since I let my friends die in that caravan, I feel like I've been failing in my duties. I chose the route we took the day we were attacked. Perhaps if I had selected an alternate route,
Now that you know, Ada, the final radar.
the kid?
Yeah, when the boys were here yesterday.
Oh, okay. I'm like, did they come back over?
Down on the floor, remember?
What you doing?
Coffee.
Oh, I was gonna go. That looks like a Coke. It looks really good. Okay, all my coffee.
All your coffee and still didn't help to knock that off, huh?
Coffee. You know, it wasn't nodding off. It was, I need something to read because this guy is so bad
Gotcha.
that we need an intervention. Here's what Beckle said. And he texts people all the time during
Right.
that are in class.
Sure,
So it's kind of deal. Do you need
yeah.
oh, it's still broken?
No, it's repaired.
Anyway, he texted this one lady, "It's so bad tonight, I'm not coming back tomorrow. I'm going to kill myself instead." And I almost had to agree with him because he has no charisma
Gotcha.
and he doesn't stutter. He just doesn't any kind of, you know.
He's halting? Is he halting?
He stops and starts, and
Right.
it's not fun.
It's not a technique, it's a shortcoming.
Oh, it's short. It's short. We
Gotcha.
have to do Father's Day. Did you find something really cool we could send to him for 3 months or 12 months for Father's Day?
No, but I can do a little looking while I'm waiting on my Powtoon to do what it's doing.
I was going to show you something too. Remember the other day when I said, "Hey, next time
I need to show you something, yeah.
we're by the computer,
Yeah.
I have to have something." You already have a beverage, but alcohol would have been really good.
You know, that's something we certainly could have talked about if you weren't talking with somebody.
You know what?
I didn't even know you.
Gotta give my mother time.
Sure, absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
unless you want me
I'd be happy to join you.
Will you?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Okay.
Give me some more.
A girl shouldn't.
Give me some more.
You already have alcohol.
Oh, I'm just.
You don't get to have alcohol without me. Why not? Because
Oh, okay, well, there you go.
we have a lot of things without me.
You were there?
With alcohol.
Sure.
It isn't hers.
It was good. I was surprised, at first surprised to see no one in the building, but then not surprised because everyone who should have been in the building was at graduation. They were probably doing their beforehand work and all that stuff. So I was a little, at first I was like, they're off. They weren't off, they were just there working. They were working in the afternoon as opposed to morning. So they just shifted their work day. So what else? So I got a little bit of work done. I got some paperwork to file. I got a banker's box about 2 weeks ago. Lots of paper box. And so my examples of student work, 15, 16, all of my attendance rosters and all that good stuff are in there. I'm filling up that box, just emptying the big baskets of stuff. Stuff the kids didn't try, stuff that I never returned, stuff they didn't buy. That's online work done. Little work that I wanted to do. Got some mail handled. Left from school and what we got Subway for lunch. And salon.
I bought a fresh.
Nice.
It was actually dinner.
Yeah, chips and almonds for dinner.
Well,
Let me go pee and then I can sit and talk.
I love you.
Played around with a trial version of a software today that lets me do exactly what I want to do. I think I'll be able to get Julia to buy it for me. It's $50. I know, right? Push comes to shove, I'll take it out of course fees the first 5 days of school because it's a video production piece of thing that I want. Gave some serious consideration to making a Chromebook the next laptop purchase that we make.
We personal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's my rationale. We use our laptops as internet portals.
Right.
There are a couple of pieces of software that I have loaded onto here. But even my copy of Office that I work with on here is Office 365, which is cloud-based. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even have that on here.
Exactly.
And I should. I get it free from the district.
Right. Yeah, but it'll be cloud-based. So. My point is this. Where do we do all of our work? In the cloud, on Google. As long as we're connected to the internet, we can do our work.
Right.
Where are your evals? Where are your formative assessments?
I just bought Dropbox.
Yeah?
I made the school buy it.
Gotcha.
I don't yet trust Google
Gotcha.
as my storage site.
Well, and here's the thing. Even if the school bought it, if you have access to Dropbox, you have Dropbox. CCSD owns everything in Google.
I know.
All that stuff.
And I don't want them.
Right. Anywho. So the question is, except for getting to the internet, what else do we use laptops for anymore? We used to use them to play discs on and to work on our papers and to build PowerPoints and all that good stuff. Well, now we use Powtoon, now we use Google, and now we use, all sorts of crap.
Right.
Guess where it lives? At the end of an internet connection.
Right.
It doesn't live on the device itself.
Right.
So, and those Chromebooks can be had for $250.
Anyway, the reason it came up is because I was playing with one of the Chromebooks that I have in my room. Because Social Studies bought me 2 for AP Psych. So I was just fiddle farting around. And then I went to graduation, saw lots of people, got lots of hugs, left my phone in the car, didn't get any pictures. Got back out to the car, my phone was on fire. Got the overheat message.
Right.
Like, oh my God, I can't believe you left. You're cruel. Somebody should have broken the window and got me out. You should be in internet outrage. So, graduation was great. Gordon Biersch was great. We didn't have any significant snafus. The 12 best monthly deliveries for every guy.
Yeah, I saw that. That's crap.
Oh, okay.
It's right, Amazon.
25 subscription boxes that show Dad how much you love him all year long. Bacon freak. Ooh,
There's an ice cream club.
there's a wine of the month club.
That's much of a wine drinker.
There's a craft beer club.
There's a bacon club.
That's what I said. That's the first one I said was bacon freak. CJ called me twice on my drive home. One, to determine who had the Amazon Prime membership and could we get the big TV set up for that.
Could we get this big TV?
Yeah. I said, I'm the one with the Amazon Prime, and yes, we can. I'll handle that sometime soon. She said, thank you. And then she called back and she said, I've looked where I thought it might be and I don't see it. Where's the Wi-Fi password index card? So it should be left side or right side of the fridge. She goes, the fridge. She goes, let me look. Yep, there it is, got it. Her dad bought her a new laptop.
He did.
Not the one she wanted. Here's what happened. They were standing between two, and she said this one, and her dad said okay, and the clerk brought out the other one, and she pointed it out, and her dad said, wait, how much is that one? And it was less than the one she wanted, so that's the one they got. So
She told you that, huh?
she asked my counsel. He said,
She has a great deal of respect for you. I hope you know that.
I feel that's the case. You
I
know.
see it. From Paul Moon.
She says, she goes, I'm thinking about taking it back and just covering the difference and just paying the difference myself. She says it's manageable. It's not $500. It's $100 and change. It's under $200. And she goes, and this one's okay, but I really wanted that other one. And she was kind of pecking at it, you know, and working on setting it up because she'd just gotten the Wi-Fi code and all this good stuff.
Right. Was she here?
Yeah. And I said, I lifted it up and I hefted it. It has an optical drive in it for discs, you know, so it's a thicker one like your work one.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, did the other one have an SD card reader in it? She goes, yes, it did. I said, then go with the other. SD card reader is all you need. That's what you want your photos on. I said, you know that You know that dread and regret you have walking down a path that you know you're simply going to have to retrace? She goes, yeah. I said, yeah, don't go there. Don't live with that dread. Don't live with that disappointment. Bite the bullet. I said, get your happy ass up, put on your flip flops, drive your happy ass over there, and get it replaced right now. Just I don't think so. She went upstairs, she readied, and she went to Juliana's grad party.
Right.
So I don't think she had enough time to squeeze in both the trip to Apple and to be prepared to go over to Juliana's. She plans on being here tonight. You know what they did? Moved his office over at school.
That's what they spent their time doing?
Yeah.
She wasn't pleased.
You know, I think that would have been a great activity for afternoon number 2. Get up at 9:30, go out to IHOP, go over to work, move the office around. After a night of sitting around, don't tell your mom, but here, try this.
Right.
You know, playing a game. You know, play a board game. Because he likes doing that, and she would have entertained that. That would have been a Scott-like thing to do that they, you know, could have done daddy-daughter.
Right.
Especially if she was sipping on a cocktail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I need you to give her the cocktail because I can't.
I have no intention of giving her a cocktail. I don't approve of it.
Okay.
But that would have been a perfectly reasonable thing for Scott to do. You know, sit at the kitchen table, break out a board game that they used to play when she was 12. Well,
Yeah.
okay, a game that he used to play when she was 12.
Right. Or take her to table 34.
Table 34 is a traditional Scott thing. Absolutely. Do not get a call from work and go in and move your office.
I haven't gotten my time with her yet.
No.
But it's been, I keep doing this. I'm here.
Right,
You know,
right.
it's okay.
It will. It'll take a few days because you've got to uncouple from leadership. Your year is done.
She's going to start perk up, maybe?
She has seen some away folks. You know, she spent some time with Juliana.
Julie?
I don't know. She spent some time with her dad. You know,
Really not a good time.
no. No.
Sorry.
But
I shouldn't glean it. And I know it's wrong. I want him. I'm glad he bought her the computer.
Mhm.
But I don't want him to just be the money guy.
Right.
And, you know, I have a text from Amy.
What treasure?
The girls are hatching a plot about driving across country and then Juliana getting a plane ticket to come home. Heard anything about this? Yes, I'm for it, but you have to be comfortable with it. Letting go is tough, but necessary. She said, Chris is okay with it. I'll mull it over. I want a firm itinerary and driving plan. Joel rear-ended someone on the freeway on Monday evening. Nothing major, but lost her marbles, crying and saying all sorts of crazy things about being a disaster and making everyone's life harder, ? Broke my heart that thoughts like that in her head. Not sure what that has to do with a long road trip, but she doesn't have a year away from home yet. I'm exhausted and got a nasty cold this week, of course, so prob not in the right frame of mind. We missed you and Chris tonight. CJ said you had your leadership class. We'll have to plan something.
We'll have to have Chris and Amy over just to sit around the pool, just
and
as
drink
adults.
Beer
Yeah.
And
And bring out the fire pit, even if it's warm. Just let it snap and crackle over there so we can hear it. Yeah, and just sit as adults. Maybe on the first night the girls drive away. Oh, this sounds cool, even though it's not a whole year.
no, it didn't have to be.
$225 for a 3-month subscription. I know, but listen. Mantry, described as the modern man's pantry. Every month they send you a wooden crate stuffed with delicious food from around the country. The packaging and curation of this box are what make it amazing. Just saying. It's a wooden crate that says the Mantry on it. And it's got food from around the country.
Did I send you the email the other day about, I don't think I did. It was Dad's recent installment of Top of the Morning.
Huh.
I'm going to break my heart on these. I had sent him quite the Zen-like email the first day we sat outside before work. The sunrise, the quiet, the calm.
Okay.
So I kind of explained all of that.
Uh-huh.
So he countered with going to the farmer's market and the fruit and the da-da-da-da-da. And he was like, I wish we could have the beignets that we had in New Orleans and the street vendor. And so he was reminiscing about that food
Right.
that day. Is there any way to get beignets sent? Would you look?
Yeah.
That would be just cool.
There's a beer of the month club too. He's a beer drinker. Have they been to the Blue Cafe in Carson City?
Probably.
They serve beignets. Hell hath no oven like a woman sconed.
I like it.
Say what you will or say nothing at all to remain nutritionally chaste, but fried dough is a thing unmatched. Looking beyond all wickedness, how can one say that a hot donut, a hush puppy, a fritter, all warm from the fryer, is anything but a good thing? If you refuse to let any of these creatures cross your lips, well, good for you. But for those of us who do dip, albeit very occasionally, into the hot, oily waters of the River Fry, we are sinners of the plate, true, but we will die taking some beautiful, greasy memories to our graves. That's a food blog right there. Ah. She described a pair of experiences getting beignets outside of New Orleans. Both experiences were some time back, so my beignet longing had resumed. Once a craving enters the mind of AWS, it sticks in her craw, or she will not rest until she can stick it in her craw. There's a good beignet recipe. There is a pastry of the month club. $100 6-month pastry club.
Really?
Apple strudel, butterhorns, cherry turnovers, Guten Morgen coffee cake, cream cheese brownies, and caramel pecan danishes. Item price includes shipping.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
it is. The Bavarian Inn Restaurant. I watched that song today, the video.
For what?
I don't know why I watched it.
What is it?
These Boots Are Made for Walking, Nancy
Oh.
Sinatra.
Oh.
Onlinestore.bavarianinn.com. There you go.
Okay, so what is it?
Onlinestore.bavarianinn.com. Six-month pastry club. It's in the bake shop.
pastries.
Over there on the left, yeah. And they have Pastry Club. Left. Up. Keep going up. Up. Pastry Club.
Looking for club. I'm not seeing.
Isn't that what that says?
Bread and pastry.
There you go.
Okay. That's very good.
Right?
Pardon me.
Yeah, not bad. $96.95 include shipping. That's the one. Pardon me very much, Lee.
Will you do that?
Sure.
I'm just wondering how many they get.
Probably at least 2. I don't know. Let's click the buy thing and find out.
It just says one of our homemade pastries.
Well, it's probably large enough they can split it. Tell me if you don't want me to pull the trigger.
No, I want you to do it.
All right.
If it is large, then wanted to see questions or about or feedback or
What's the zip? 89701.
oh yeah. Okay, so they say apple strudel and then they say apple strudel half order. Half the size of our regular strudel. So it must be large. It must be like pie size or big size
Right.
or cherry strudel.
All right.
Butterhorns are a pack of 6.
Oh, well, there you go.
Brown sugar pecans and almond flavor wrapped in homemade sweet dough and topped with creamy white icing. Ooh, like that.
Billing address. One 11527 Fintry Hills. Oops. Old habits die hard. I love you. I always want to know. We are 89141.
Okay, so I'm gonna write on a card. Get it out in the mail. It needs to go.
Yeah. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, it's just me. It's not
It is.
Kevin.
Okay. Shipping address. So we're sending this to Joseph Golden. Address, please.
2650 Damon Road, Carson City, 897.
Hmm.
So I said something about franchising to Bechtel.
Yeah.
He looked at me and he said, if you get the opportunity to franchise, you take it. He said, what we proposed in that contract, you want that job. He goes, and you're up for it and you deserve it. So if you get it, you do it.
Nice.
Right?
Where was it? It was over here.
Will you do a
What?
beignets? How do you spell them again?
Well, I had it here in Google, but then I moved on. So
B-E-G?
no, B-E-I-G-N. Just
I had it. B-E-
I.
I-G-N-E-T-S. Right?
Sounds right.
Needs a stamp.
There you go.
Thank you.
I have a stamp.
A good stamp.
It's got the U.S. flag on it. Order acknowledged.
That's
Yeah.
to be acknowledged.
It is good to be acknowledged. Yes.
Voting.
All righty.
NASA next week? NASA? No. God, girl, why? What are things to do? All right. I voted by e-ballot.
Love it.
All right.
I said good. That's awesome.
I'm done.
Yeah. You don't have to be awake till 8 tomorrow?
Right.
Nice.
Guess who's not? You found your book.
I went up to campus, yeah.
There it was. Garbage out or no?
Not yet. It will be in the morning. It's going to be so windy, I didn't take it out.
Wise man. Finished my book last night.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to have to concentrate on it. Should get it. You'd be proud of me. I finished my book today. My other book.
Here.